Hey yogis, welcome to day 18 of the Yoga Flexibility Challenge. Today we're going to go through a few deep stretches with a focus on the hips and the inner thighs. And for this practice, I really encourage you to see how far you can go with the stretches. They are deep for a reason. So yeah, let's get started. So let's come onto our backs into kind of a shavasana situation. So lay all the way down. You can choose to stay here or stretch your arms up ahead. Get a really big stretch here. If you're doing this in the morning, this may feel good. And we won't be here for too long because I don't want you to fall back asleep if you're doing this in the morning or even at nighttime. So just really see how much you can push your hands out further and your feet out further. Alrighty, let's release here. Bend your knees. Bring your feet to the mat, and we'll do a half supine pigeon here. So cross your left ankle over your right knee. Just take a second, push your left knee back so you're getting a stretch on the inner hip here. Now interlace your fingers behind the right leg and start to draw your legs in closer to your chest. Now we don't want to strain the head or the neck here, so try not to go up like this. It's not a crunch. This is a hip stretch. Couple more breaths. All right, let's release the right foot down and just switch sides. So cross the right ankle over the left knee. Take your hand, really push your knee out. All right, now interlace your fingers behind your left leg and start to draw your legs in closer to your chest. Couple more breaths. And bring your left foot down. And now we're gonna come back up. Swing your legs behind. We'll transition from a tabletop position to downward facing dog. So tuck your feet under, your toes under. And just take a second in your downward dog. You can walk it out. Draw your heels down. It's totally okay if your knees aren't straight. That's totally fine. Now come to a still position. Lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, opening out the hip just a little bit. Now you're gonna look forward, step it through, pivot the back heel, come into warrior two. So 90-degree bend of the front knee. Arms out to a T shape. I'm gonna switch sides so you can see me better. We're gonna come into an extended side angle. So bring your right arm down. You can either rest your elbow on the top of the leg, or you can bring it down. Slide your left arm up and over. Now you want to open the chest out, looking up towards the ceiling, the sky, wherever you are. One more breath. Now look down. We're going to go straight to a half moon position. So left hand comes up straight, right hand comes down to the mat as we kick our left leg up. Now for balance purposes, I suggest looking down at the mat. You're still getting that chest opener to the side. But if you'd like that balance challenge and you think you can do it, you can try to look up at the ceiling. One more breath. Great, now hands to hips. Drop your left leg and go down to a forward fold. Grab onto opposite elbows here, ragdoll. You can sway from side to side. Getting that stretch in the back of the legs here, even if your knees aren't fully bent. Now plant the hands, step or hop it back to downward dog. So we're back here, we're gonna take the other side. So lift the left leg up, you can bend the knee, fan the hip open. Really getting that stretch, lifting up as high as you can. Now look forward, step it through. May take a few tries. Meet me in your warrior two. So front knee is bent to 90. All right, now extended side angle. So left hand comes down, either elbow on the top of the leg or just hand all the way down. And right arm swings up and over, opening out the chest. Front knee is still to 90, looking up at the ceiling. Your leg position may not be perfect, and that's okay. All right, one more breath. Now looking down at the mat, you're gonna straighten your right arm up. Left hand is gonna come down to the mat as you slowly lift up to half moon. Really try to open your hip out to the side. 2 more breaths. And release, bring your right leg down. Meet me in a forward fold one last time. This time, bring your hands behind onto your calves to really draw your chest in close to the top of your legs. Bending the elbows here. One more breath in this forward fold. Try to straighten your legs as much as you can, lifting your hips up. Great job. Now let's rock it back onto your backs. One little quick intermission. Arms up ahead. Getting that stretch like we did at the beginning of class. One last opportunity to really get that good morning stretch. So really push your feet and hands out further than last time. Alrighty, bring your hands to your sides. We're gonna roll onto the side. So this is a little bit of an interesting stretch, but just hear me out. So legs are straight, stacked on top of each other. Your hands are gonna reach out as you lift your torso up. This is getting a little bit of a side body stretch. So try to bring your hands up towards the center to get a deeper stretch. You can even go all the way up. If you're like, Lily, I'm not feeling this. Well, you can go back to some of my videos and there are so many side body stretches that we've done. So feel free, if you remember one of those, feel free to do that pose instead. So just kind of play around with it. You can kind of see me moving around a little bit, trying to feel where the best stretch is. So that may be something you do as well. Just one more breath here. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So just turn around. You're not gonna see me play around with this too much, but you get the gist. So straighten your legs, one on top of the other. And then bring your arms up, torso up. You get more of a twist if you go towards the left. So if you want more of a twisty situation, you can do that as well. But like I said, just play around with the positions. Couple more breaths here. All right, great job. Now meet me in a seated cross-legged position. We're just gonna start to wind down the practice a little bit. I feel like we already have been, so hopefully your heart rate is down from that flow and you're starting to relax the body a little bit. Roll your shoulders back and down a couple times. And we're gonna draw some circles with the spine, so just go in one direction. I'll tell you when to switch. All right, switch positions, so switch directions of the circle. Great job. Come to a still position. We will take one cleansing breath here to close the practice. So inhale through the nose and exhale, side out the mouth. Rub your palms together to generate that heat. Hover your palms over your eyes. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together, thumbs over third eye, and together we bow. Namaste. Thank you all for joining day 18 of the Yoga Flexibility Challenge. Hopefully you felt some stretches, maybe even beyond the hips and the inner thigh. So let me know how you felt after this class or how you're feeling throughout the challenge. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.